and welcome back to Fractures of Reality. And I need to turn that off, but last episode, everyone defeated a mad scientist, and someone went soul shopping. Or should I say soul searching?
God. Ah.
So, we all return with you guys having just exited the Mad Hopper's lair. You've still got quite a bit of a walk to get back to where you've left the owl cat. Wrong one. Wrong thing. Sorry. I was trying to get to this screen so I could move that. So yeah, the owl cat. Not the owl cat. The cat house. Mittens 2. Again, sorry, it's a bit warm. My brain is scattered today. Mittens 2 is at the crossroads there, and that's where you left Mittens. Oh wait, actually it was about here, wasn't it? Yeah. Because Mittens can't go through the mountains.
For reference, once Clara is aware that she damaged a certain thing, she would be apologizing and spamming mending. Try to fix it.
Oh yeah, Shiva. Ish. That's gonna take a while.
Well, regardless of that, you guys have just exited the lair. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I am scavenging loose metals.
Fair enough.
Well,
You do so.
whatever is left of the cave.
Yep. How much metals do I got? I need a number, apparently.
Roll investigation.
Okay. Amazing.
You managed to get the exact amount of metal you need to repair Shiva.
Okay.
So you will be able to repair her given enough time.
Gotcha.
So what's everyone else up to?
Clara volunteers to help if it's possible for her to help you, by the way.
I gotcha. Charlotte just nods and tries to make sure if she was just operational at the most, and that's about it.
Alright, well, you guys are still standing in the middle of a snowy forest.
Yeah, can we please try to get back to Mittens 2?
Sure.
I really need a shower.
I request payment, so I will probably be behind trying to make sure she can move.
If Charlotte's staying behind, I might as well, just to make sure I can't find anything else about. Because we found like steel dragon parts around here, right?
And yes.
So yeah, so if Charlotte's staying behind, Jezebel's also stay behind to make sure that there's no more like anything in relation to steel dragons left.
Alrighty. So you guys spend...
Yeah. Clara's staying behind to help fix Shiva.
Okay. So you guys spend some time and Shiva is repaired. You remove all the any steel dragon parts left over. And one by one the systems in the laboratory turn off. Once your business is done, you all make your way, I'm assuming anyway, back to Mittens 2.
Hey, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Do you still have that stone? The enchantment stone that you got from the doctor?
I'm not too sure how I would lose that so easily.
Just making sure.
Alright.
May I have it?
I would need my payment first.
How much?
The much as you offered whenever you said we could be doing this job.
Eh. I mean, I have quite a lot of gold on me already.
So, do you guys continue to head to Min's 2 then, or are you still? Oh, you still got more to talk about.
No, we're at our we're heading to Min's too.
Yeah, we're heading over
Okay.
there.
So, as you arrive at Min's 2, you spot a familiar figure has returned. Cricket is standing by the fire and looking at it. So when he sees that you've all returned, he walks out the door to meet you.
Hi, Cricket.
Hello.
Hello.
How was the underwater stuff?
Underwater stuff?
Oh, it was where the
You
other
get-
stone was. It was a giant sea serpent.
Yeah, you gave
Well,
us
why-
two choices, and then we went to one, and then Cricket went to the other one.
Presumably.
Alright, he looks to you all and then he says, I have determined the exact serpent that has the crystal.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit out of it today. I almost got eaten. I really need a shower.
May I have the stones before you shower?
Yeah, absolutely. Please take this illusion stone off of my hands. It is too powerful for me.
He plucks it from the staff and it vanishes. And yes, you were saying something, Charlotte?
No.
Oh, you were just going, fair enough.
No, that wasn't me.
Oh. Did someone have something they wanted to say?
So I guess I'll just request a stone if Mom wants to go somewhere then.
She is still in Alaska.
I know, but if she wants to go somewhere else.
He breathes in and then out and then he says, I will open the portal for her.
Okay. That works.
He turns to look then at Charlotte.
Charlie looks up to Cricket.
May I have the stone?
I didn't get payment for it yet.
Cricket lifts a hand, then drops 50 gold on Charlotte's head. He just walks over and places a bag with 50 gold, 50 GP on her head.
That wasn't the requested amount. I need a lot of metal, and I need the gold to buy it.
He tilts his head.
The gold is not sufficient for the reward requested.
What is it you desire then?
Either the amount that was agreed upon, which was 5,000, I believe, if I recall, or 1,000.
5,000?
I think it was above 100. I was hit it off.
I'm sorry, I don't remember any of this.
Let's
Because
see. It says
this job is only marked as 50 GP.
Yeah, and Charlotte ideally made us think about it because we weren't going for the bigger job, and thus Cicada offered reward for doing it, as in her own version of the amount. Because Charlotte ideally needed the gold.
I see.
50 gold. Yeah.
I remember now. Honestly, I thought that was all one joke. I didn't think that was actually serious. So I didn't. That's why I didn't connect the dots
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
In that case,
Charlotte. Okay.
I get it. I get it. In that case, Cricket wouldn't have put the 50 gold there. I thought it was you complaining that you didn't have the 50 gold for destroying the strange monsters. So in that case, Cricket wouldn't have done that. He would have just turned to Cicada.
I think it was 1,000 because it was the amount that was listed for the Leviathan.
It was 1,000 because I would have never given you guys 5,000.
right.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Not.
do have 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay. I know it's like a bigger than 100 per digit.
All right. Well, you get 5,000 gold. I mean 1,000 gold.
Yeah. So she goes through her pockets and takes out a very large sack of gold, which is 1,000 gold pieces.
Charlotte nods and hands the stone over.
I am now down to 286.
Cricket takes the stone and it vanishes into his palm. And he looks to Cicada and then he says, "There's just one more stone to collect then."
Yeah. Then
And you
you'll
said
be
you found
strong
it?
enough to take on your brother, and hopefully he won't destroy the world.
Cricket turns towards Ryu and just says, "It is the quest that is on the job board for 1,000 gold. The same serpent with the stone is the same one they wish to destroy."
That's convenient.
Isn't it underwater or something?
Oh, I do have spells for that.
Cricket shrugs.
Correction, one spell.
But we'll worry about our approach after we know enough about what we're dealing with here.
Okay, I really need to take a shower now. I'm starting to smell. Ah.
Cricket heads back inside. He's gotten the stone, so he's just gonna go and stand and watch the fire again.
Find anything about anymore from the lab, right?
Could you repeat that?
I had said I stayed behind on the lab to see if there's anything more about the dragons. Didn't find nothing.
I told you, you retrieved all the parts that had anything to do with the steel dragons, and you went with the rest of the party.
Alrighty.
Like, all you found was just steel dragon parts. There wasn't anything about where to find them or where they were gotten from.
Yikes. Alright then.
So yes, you're back there as well.
Isabel doesn't look too pleased, and then she tries to figure out what she's going to do with the part she found. Well, at least no one can use these again. Question is, hmm,
Are they all from the same dragon?
can I check to see if I know or not?
Roll me an investigation. Yeah, they're all from the same dragon.
Yeah, they appear to be all from the same dragon, which is
Think we-
unfortunate.
Do you think we can reassemble it?
I give Flora a bit of a look. She goes, "Dear, these are parts that were probably ripped off the dragon."
Also, Jezebel, really quick. Yeah, it's really really unfortunate that they're all from the same dragon. I mean, it'd be real fortunate if they were all from different dragons.
She's still upset. It's still from a dragon. I mean,
I'm just,
if it was from different ones. She's
I'm just,
at least the one.
I'm just saying is all.
I know. She's
Continue.
still not happy about it, of course. Yeah, Jezebel. I mean, she's not angry, but she's still very unhappy. And she just kind of frowns, looking, and she goes, "Can't see them all, I guess." Lady Rua's going to be upset.
Did he hit? Did he? Was there anything in that lab? Was there anything in that you saw in that lab that had anything to do with the kitsune?
Would I or no?
You weren't looking for that.
She kind of sighs. She goes, "Sorry, dear. Unfortunately, my goal is more sold steel dragons than it is Kisune. Had you had asked me, I probably would have looked, but since I knew that there were indeed steel dragon parts after facing that creature when we first arrived, then I needed to make sure I got everything I could from that location that was based off steel dragons."
It's fine. It's fine. And it. He only. He didn't imply. He didn't. He didn't make the. It's just those. It's just those implications he made about the kitsune while we were interrogating him bothered me.
Well, Kitsune and steel dragons are widely known for being rare and hunted down. If need be, we can always try to make a return trip back, if you'd like, to see if we can find anything about them. For now, though, I'm going to write a quick letter and put these parts away. I need to not only let my father know about this, but also Lady Rura, and hopefully they can come pick them up and put these to proper rest. So Jezebel's just gonna like carry the parts inside into her own room, leave them in there, and get ready to start sending a message to Alex and Lady Rura about finding steel parts that need to be given a proper burial.
All right.
Anyway, I'm going. When I get the chance, I'm going to report what happened to the lab back to my village. It's then, and chances are they'll send somebody out to find whatever information he has and destroy it before hunters can get to it.
All right. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna wait until Corax and Charlotte say anything before I do.
Corax is just gonna flop down on the couch because she is spent.
Understandable. What is Charlotte doing?
Charlotte's gonna go ahead and go back to her workshop, and she's gonna make a few devices and such because I got a level, so I can do more stuff in that.
Yeah. And she is now.
She's also gonna ask Raichi to assist in repairing Shiva fully.
Oh,
course. Does this part go over here? No? Okay, does this part go over here?
Right. I didn't know Shiva was not fully repaired, so Chlora's over here.
Alrighty. She's also now 1,000 gold richer.
That's about right. Reggie, give me a list of what materials you think we'll need for the chassis. We'll get to that later.
Sure thing.
You
What
do
can
have
I
the
do to
list,
help?
right? Oh, you do have the list, right?
Sure. No.
Well, at least you're honest. Make the list then.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. Flora, you can hold Reggie's wrench.
Okay.
So. Neku.
Hmm.
So do you head into the lower area?
Yeah,
You know, your underground bits?
yeah. That's what I was going to go to next, actually.
You notice that there's a new door in your underground bit. Like the others are all upstairs at the moment, but you notice that there's a new door down here.
I'm gonna look at the door. Confused, walk over to it. I'm gonna feel the door. What material is this door made out of?
A metal.
God.
It's made of metal.
I'm a little mad. Charlotte also looks really mad at this. What is the she then knocks on the door. How solid is this metal? Like how thick am I able to tell?
It sounds pretty thick. And as you knock on it, it slides to open to one side, and you see a familiar figure.
What?
Oh,
Oh my
hello.
God.
What? How?
One.
But we're up there and you're down. How?
Well, I couldn't just stand out there in the open. They would have beat me up.
It's probably still will.
Only if you tell them I'm down here. You notice he seems a lot more coherent.
I'm gonna do an insight check on this thing.
Yes, definitely a thing.
This guy.
I have to make sure that this thing is real.
Somehow, and you don't know how, but it appears that the Mad Hopper is using his brain for once and looks actually coherent. Like he's actually listening to you.
All right, I have one question.
Yes?
How much medicine?
He thinks for a moment and then he says, well, the medicine was just fresh air, so, you know, quite a bit. I might overdose.
Oh,
All right, now I know what to do. Let's go inside.
He is inside the room. It's just got a, you know, simple bed and a little table where he's been tinkering away.
So who knows? Does
You.
Raichi know? Just me? Okay.
Raichi hasn't gone down there. Like, she was probably, you know, asleep or something. Like, she might have seen him go down, actually. But the thing is, it's right. She might have seen him go down, but the thing is, it's Raichi.
She is the worst guard.
Like, she's not going to just say, oh, by the way, there's another rabbit downstairs while there's others around, you know? And Clara's there.
She didn't stop him either.
Nope, she didn't stop him either.
I'm actually curious on this part. And I know I'm going to drag this a little bit. I just want to do one more bit. Does he look like he has like lost blood or anything? The vampire in blood to let him inside.
He has not.
The-
Aren't you just let him pass? He looks to you and then he says, well, I couldn't just leave without giving you something of importance.
Huh?
When I got some fresh air, I realized I had something that I was to deliver to you if you ever became aware of it. And he just reaches to his chest and almost seems to reach into it. In fact, you watch his hand straight up sort of melt, sort of phase through his chest, and then he pulls out the soul, the piece of your grandmother's soul, and hands it to you. Here you go.
All right. How do I let you leave with that?
Yeah, I was quite surprised when I went outside and smelled the fresh air and took my medicine that you just let me leave with it.
I'm never with negotiations, to be fair.
Yes, well, neither was your grandmother.
You are the absolute worst at negotiating. Ah!
He pats you on the head and then he says, well, let us make this a negotiation then. That's your payment for keeping quiet that I'm here, and once we get to a city, I will quietly leave and you will never see me again.
No. I refuse.
He looks to you rather curiously and then says, very well, what is it you wish to negotiate?
I'll keep quiet about your whereabouts, and I'll even offer you an escape pass if you are ever discovered and hostilely taken down.
Ah, I see, you wish for me to stay here and offer my expertise.
Yes.
Very well, in that case I shall have you know that all your tools are quite old and here. And he hops into his room a bit and then he comes out and hands you a brand new toolbox with a sonic screwdriver inside. This is the only
folders in it.
yes it does. But yeah, he hands you a sonic screwdriver.
My god.
And I believe that is a magic item. I forget which one it is though.
It is? Okay, I'll look it up.
Doc-
Right?
We call those screwdrivers.
One, guys. One at a time, please. One at a time.
My
Brain knows what it's called.
I just I'm looking it up real quick.
All-purpose
Yeah.
tool. That's it.
Oh, is that what it?
All-purpose tool?
Yeah.
I have that tool at the second level.
Wait, so it isn't just a Doctor Who reference?
No, it's an actual magical item. That is also a Doctor Who's reference. Anyway, that Neku, that's true, but the thing is, it takes up one of your slots. And this is something you just have. You don't need, and it means your entire workshop upstairs is now useless.
God.
That's one way of being mean about it.
Am I wrong though?
I mean, no, because I have this I have it right here. You can look at my sheet. It's right near the bottom, next to the mimic floppy disk and fire extinguisher.
You still have those?
No, I'm getting rid of them now.
Yeah, you still have those.
No, they do not. I refuse on that one.
Okay. I have a better question. Do you have an all-purpose tool 1, 2, or 3?
I got 2.
What if he's handing you a 3?
I don't think he's gonna hand me a 3.
I don't know. Would you like to check it?
I would like to investigate the best of my particularly scientific brain knowledge on this tool, yes.
It is a +3.
Oh my god.
Oh. I feel a little insulted about my own craftsmanship. I will appreciate an upgrade when I see one.
He just sort of smiles at you a little bit, almost a smirk, as if to say, "You can admit I'm a genius now."
God.
You're a very brilliant man. If that makes you feel better, Grandpa.
Just call me Dr. Hops.
Mr. Sir Dr. Hops.
He pats you on the head.
Sober. Even when
Well,
he's
he's-
sober, he's obnoxious.
He smiles at you and then says, "Consider it a birthday gift for the many birthdays I've missed."
That's a little offensive, but I'll appreciate it anyway. Thank you.
I mean, your grandmother wasn't going to let me get anywhere near you while I was off my medication, now was she?
Then you should walk outside, catch some grass.
He sort of pauses for a minute and then he grimaces and goes, I'll pass. I've got some work to do. And he helps back to his desk.
Okay,
God.
well, I'll visit. Don't mess with my underground cave, though.
I make no promises.
I'll have to make more wrenches. And Charlotte just mumbles and closes the door.
I guess that's the end of that scene.
So now she's gonna mess with her the mini Charlotte and do little things with that later. Just so you
Alright.
know, I am doing that thing.
As you walk up the stairs, Raichu looks to you and then says, "Oh, yeah, I almost forgot to tell you.
You be silent. You are grounded for the moment. Do not speak until I say you're allowed to.
Raichu looks to you and then she just sort of shrugs and turns into a bat. And then moves to hang on the ceiling and doesn't help anymore.
Clara?
Cora just standing there holding the wrench. She's like, "Did I miss something?"
No, it's the wrench over here.
Okay. She hands you the wrench.
Totally
Thank you.
oblivious.
Alright. But yeah, congratulations, Neku. You now have a lab assistant with an IQ of 300, we'll say. IQ is fake anyway, so whatever, it's 300.
Yeah, it's over 9,000, you can even say. They make the IQ scale. I don't make the rules.
Sure, his IQ is over 9,000.
Yeah. Alright.
So, what's everyone else up to?
Cicada is done having her shower and cleaning off her clothes and whatnot. And she goes back into her room, takes out a piece of paper, and starts sketching using her photographic memory. The doctor's face. The mad doctor's face as she saw her as he saw him last.
Sure.
So yeah, she's doing that. Just
Would you, just make me just a straight dex or something, because there's not really a role for creative, so we'll just say dex to see how good your drawing is.
You could also do charisma if you want to, I guess.
That's good if you're copying other work, but here you're actually making something.
Yeah, it's off
Right.
your memory.
okay.
Even, yeah, you make a pretty good example. You even get his maddening grin and his bloodshot eyes.
Yeah. Except it's a little bit more sketchy and cartoony and not quite accurate. But she is doing this for the sole purpose of bringing this to the nearest guard station.
Well, you guys have to decide a destination first.
Right.
We have a giant snake to slay, and we need to turn in that one quest anyway.
Right.
That's in the Thieves Guild, though, right? We have to go to the Thieves Guild to payment for that.
I guess once she's done with that, she goes back downstairs to meet up with I guess Jezebel.
And you can see Cricket by the fire still staring at it.
She doesn't question it. Hey, Jezebel.
Fact.
Makes sense.
Jizzle walks down with like 2 letters in her hand.
Eh? You seem a little out of it. Are you okay?
She blinks for a second. She just smiles. She goes, "Yes, I'm fine, dear. I'm sorry. I'm just not very happy that I wasn't able to save this steel dragon in time. Supposed to be
Oh,
my job. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to help."
no, it's okay.
She gives
I
a
mean,
shrug. She goes, I'm just sad because Lady Ruru will not be very happy."
I know, but it was something beyond your control.
Still, she looks a little confused. She goes, "To be honest, dear, I am a tad bit conflicted. I love being along with everybody here. Don't get me wrong, I love spending time with everybody and going on these adventures and such. But I can't but feel that had I not come with you, I probably could have saved this steel dragon. I worry whether I'm disregarding my promise to Lady Rura."
Meanwhile, just down in the basement, Charlotte just goes, "Hey, by the way, where'd you find the steel dragon?" And Dr. Hobbs just says, "Oh, he was dead when I found him."
Oh,
Anyway, continue.
well, I'm sure she will understand. I mean, you're only mortal. There's only so much we can do.
Right. She gives a shrug and then she just smiles and then waves the letters. "I'm just sending the letters to my father and my and Lady Rura from the village to let them know that I have some parts for them to come pick up."
And I was just drawing out a wanted poster
Oh?
because that mad doctor almost had me killed. Ah,
Yeah, he almost killed a lot of us. Not only that, but I'm not very happy that he used parts to create whatever creature.
I don't think he was sane of mind.
Either way, I still would like to know where he found the parts, and then, if possible, see what my Lady Rura and probably my father want to do with him.
Right. Should I send the picture along with your letters to them?
That's an idea. Could probably help us find him. Not only that, but also a good idea to keep him in mind should he pop up again.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, if you don't mind parting with the and she looks to the picture. Oh, nicely done.
I tried my best.
Very close enough, though.
Yeah.
If you don't mind parting with this, I'll be glad to put in my letters. We just need to find the nearest thieves guild to get them sent.
Yeah.
I mean, you know Alphinaud, but she do a pretty good job.
Final Fantasy 14 reference. Anyways.
My boy. Sorry. Okay.
At least I'm better than Nashu, dear god.
She tried.
She tries.
She really does. She's still there, Razahan, waiting. Okay.
Okay. Anyways.
So she asks. So it's if you're alright, I'll take that picture and put it in with my letters.
Right. She hands you the picture.
Oh, thank you, dear. She puts a little peck on your beak.
Oh. She is also cleaned. Fresh. Ready for the day.
Right then, she'll like try to neatly fold the picture up just so that way it fits in her letter, and then she in her envelope, sealing it. And then she goes, "Well, we'll just leave the steel parts so far in my room for the moment until these letters get sent. Pretty sure once they get them, Lady Rura or my father will probably want to come get the parts quickly as possible."
Right.
So
I was thinking maybe we should head southward for the time being. If that's okay.
Southward?
Yeah. Because, from what I looked at the map, that's where our next stone is being held. Far to the south.
Ah. That's the last one, isn't it?
Yeah. And we can probably make a stop at the big city while we're going there.
Likely to be a guild there that I can probably track down and talk to. Also,
Right.
let us turn in what we've done so far. Seems like a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, as long as everybody else is okay with it. I'll need to talk to everybody else about it.
Not sure anybody else has any other plans, so pretty sure they'll agree with it, but by all means, you're welcome to go in and let them know.
Okay.
Either way, we're going to be stopping. I need to stop in that city either way to send these letters in. She waves the letters.
Right. Okay. It's just gonna tap Korax a little bit.
Ugh.
Hey,
Yes.
we're just gonna be heading south for a bit. Are you okay with that?
Go ahead.
Alrighty. She does this with pretty much everybody until she knocks on the door here.
Clara opens the door. Yes?
Hi, we were just about to head off, but I was thinking of going southward. Are you guys okay with that?
I agree with that. What about you, Charlotte?
Charlotte is working on a machine of some sort, and she looks over. Huh? I just need to head to a city, but otherwise I'm okay.
Yeah, we'll be stopping over at the big city. Sorry, the name escapes me.
What is the city?
The name escapes me. I need the map.
It's
Oh, I can move you guys over to the map. I'm pretty sure it's Rosa Pationes.
I know. I thought we were going to the Elf City, and then going to
Lundrak.
Rosa Patias. Yeah, or Lundrak.
I was
Oh.
thinking Lundrak.
Wow. Okay, you got me there.
Yeah, Lundrak is the one we were going for, I think.
Yeah.
That's ironically the closest one. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. If everybody is okay with that.
No, I gotta go to a big city anyway, so
I'm good.
that's about it for me.
Alrighty. Lundrak it is. For our first stop. And then she goes over to Mittens. Mittens too.
Meow meow.
Yeah. So, I got some more. Oh wait, I have to go back to Charlotte for a moment. I'm going to need a few more artificial souls, if that's okay.
No. Use the machine. I don't.
Um, I can't remember the command to respond via privately, and if I did respond, it would show up in the player chat anyway. So to the person who privately messaged me, who I won't mention because privacy, yeah, that's completely fine.
Yeah, the machine, I mean. Sorry.
Oh, the machine. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Charlotte hands over the machine.
Okay, I'm just going to convert 3 5-level spell slots and 1 6-level spell slot for the day to feed to Mittens too.
Clara's gonna drop 2 5-level spell slots. And that's all for now.
You damn casters.
Well, as long as we're doing this, Korax is going to dump her one and only remaining 4th level spell slot.
You damn
Oh, is this?
casters.
Oh, we haven't. Have we rested yet?
You guys haven't rested. You guys haven't rested yet, but you can rest at any time.
Cicada has
Oh.
had a short rest.
Korax, Korax got an additional 4th level spot a slot from the level up.
Regardless. So you guys are heading to Lundruck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clara
Well,
has no spells available.
Well, it's gonna take you 2 days to get there, so feel free to return anything or everything, etc., etc.
the thing is, with every short rest Cicada does, you can just keep feeding 3rd level spell slots to Mittens. Every hour, she takes a short rest. So I'm not sure how you're able to calculate that.
Well, the fact of the matter is, if you keep abusing it, I'm gonna have to revoke your spell slot privileges.
Oh no.
Dang. You should have just made it so warlocks couldn't do that. I think they're the only class that would have short rest spell slots abilities.
Oh, well, no, I'll just make it that the more spell slots you do, the less effective they become.
Man,
Look what you did.
I don't want to abuse it.
You abused the system.
Again,
I
I think the
feel
rule is it is 1 short rest as today.
Okay.
Rex, Jezebel, Ryu. Alright, good. You guys arrive in Lundruck.
Yeah, I've been here in a while.
The city is as bustling and active as ever.
I will say this: Charlotte will not leave the shed, or I guess her lab now, until it's dusk.
Okay?
Just she wants to drag Laurenti along.
Ah, okay.
Getcha. Regardless, you guys are in Lundruck.
I'm going to immediately go and find the Thieves Guild to take the letters.
Alrighty. And Cicada's portrait. Wanted poster.
Of course.
Meanwhile, Ryu with his full sendings back up. Quite listening there, going, where did everyone go?
He's so mean. I thought of that too, like immediately when he was talking about sending letters.
I want to send a picture, then I gotta send a letter.
Nope.
Anyway.
And besides, Jezebel wants to. This technically does not involve.
Relax. It was a joke.
I know, but it did cross my mind. I will say that out of character as the player. But Jezebel is also. This is her business, and she still likes to do it herself.
So. Okay, so. Who wants to start first?
I guess I'll start last because of time, but whatever.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Who wants to do their thing first? One of you is going to have to choose.
I guess me, since I said first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So?
where's my token?
It looks shrunk.
Ah, I found the issue. I'll fix that. I thought I had everyone's tokens, but I missed one. There you go.
It's not an issue, it's a solution.
Anyway. So, you hand in the letters, they say they'll deliver them. No issues there, Jezebel?
I'm gonna look in and find my favorite contact.
Do you mean the contact that's currently in a different city?
Usually he makes an appearance. Jezebel would automatically assume he's gonna pop up, so she's immediately looking around for him.
Yeah, he doesn't appear because he's on the other side of the continent.
No, you can teleport. I believe in the man.
Like how often he appears every time she goes to a thieves guild, she just automatically assumes, where is he?
Yeah, well, despite all your assumptions, the ass doesn't appear.
Gazelle actually
I
looks
call-
surprised, and she looks around. She goes, And then she immediately like looks behind the counter to see if he's trying to like hide from her.
The elf behind the counter has a bright pink hair, and they look to be some sort of spring elf. And they just look at you blankly as you look behind the counter and see money and, papers. Basic behind the counter stuff.
Oh, this is the first. He's usually here to greet me, or at least dodge me. I mean, they start looking around like you can't hide from me forever.
Hey, Ninja, this is a character question.
What?
Does Jezebel know where his workspace is at? Like, does he have a workspace?
No, he's very secretive.
Well, if he did have a workspace, you should find it and mess with it.
Why you give me ideas? She really goes over to this freak off. She goes, "You haven't had no one my contact is named Bertrand, would you?"
The spring elf stares at you for a bit and then says, "They're in Appalachia."
Right. Just curious because usually the fact majority of the times when I come to the guilds here, he's usually here to greet me. So that's why I'm like kind of surprised.
Well, unfortunately, he doesn't have access to teleport.
He doesn't. She looks interested now as she kind of like gives like a cheeky grin with her tail swaying when she goes, "Do tell."
But the spring elf threads her hands together, and then she sort of gives a soft smile as she says, "He does have an office in Lundruck. For a price, I could give you the key."
Her tail immediately like shoots up and she has like sparkles on her eyes. She goes, "In exchange for send these letters out, as well as the fee for usual and whatever extra, I will pay that."
100 gold.
He just immediately takes it out and slams it on the counter.
She seems a bit shocked by that. Like, she knows adventures are expensive, but she said that price thinking you wouldn't be able to pay it. And so the spring elf looks to this and then goes, "Crap, I undercut myself, didn't I?" She takes it and hands you the key. And then she also gives you a vaguely mumbled address.
I've still heard it though, right?
Yeah.
Jezebel looks very happy as her fingers wiggle and she snatches the key and she gives a giggle. And she goes, "Oh yes, make sure those get sent out as quickly as possible, please. There's also something very important inside, a sketch that needs to make sure it does not get damaged. And thank you so much for your business."
She just sighs and says, "Go on then. You've got 5 minutes before he realizes and tries to find some way to teleport."
She grins and then she stops for a second and then she takes out 1 gold and she flings it over to the elf. She goes, "You did not give me this, thank you very much." And then she runs out.
The elf takes the gold and then says, "I'm about to be fine."
I'm going to immediately head to the address she told me.
You find the address is a very small and run-down, almost dilapidated building. But the door has a very sturdy lock on it. In fact, the lock looks almost brand new compared to the rest of the house. And it has no windows.
Convenient, she says with a smirk and immediately goes to put the key in.
You put the key in, the door opens, and you're immediately set upon by a trap. You take 2d4 damage, so
What kind of trap?
It was just a dart trap.
A dart trap. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like waves her arm. She goes, "Ah, I should have expected that. Worth it."
I mean, it's just something to dissuade the casual civilian. Unfortunately,
Oh, man, I'm good.
unfortunately, you're not the most casual civilian, and you step inside and find the place looks completely empty and completely abandoned.
Yeah, investigate to look around.
All right, roll investigation.
Yeah.
You find the secret door that leads to his secret place where there's a bed, there's documents, and, personnel files and that sort of information. And there's also. There is also. I'm just.
Oh,
So,
suspense.
there is also. Burton.
Right.
Is he just standing?
In his underpants.
Oh God.
Does he notice me?
He's asleep at the moment.
Oh no.
Jezebel immediately freezes and she like bites her lip to like stay quiet.
Roll me stealth. Because he is a rogue. Okay. He does not wake up.
See stealth from a rogue.
Uh,
She holds the door. She just stays frozen as she just kind of like blinks. Again, biting her lip to try not to make any noises, and then she's like, she just like looks around real quickly to kind of take in everything, including Bertrand in his underwear, and just the door.
you notice that his cloak has the. Now that you've gotten a close look at it, it has the symbol for, the dragon symbol, the kind of medallion that Ryu has. Of a
Right.
silver dragon head.
Well, that's what made Jezebel think Ryu was an ally at first.
Yeah? And his
Maybe
is
he
sitting
was.
right. And his is sitting there, And it's then you realize, underneath his cloak, he's been pantless and shirtless the entire time.
God.
Jezebel inside is like grinning like an imp. She kind of like thinks in her head as she tries not to cackle. And again, like I said, she's going to just right before she closes all the doors, she's going to blow a secret kiss to Bertrand with a wink and then just slowly close it and then try to like tiptoe back out the door and let him sleep.
Roll me stealth, and this time it'll be with disadvantage because you're trying not to laugh.
17.
Well, let's see how well he does.
Sorry.
Oh
That's rough.
jeez.
Yeah, you're dead.
As you close the front door and turn around, you see Burton there, staring at you, fully clothed now.
She kind of gets a little imp and then she like freezes and then she just gives a slow smile and a wave, awkward wave. She goes, "Hey, Bertrand. Good morning."
His eyes narrow. You will pay for this.
Silence is golden, they said. I won't tell anybody what I saw, I swear.
No, I'm not going to be silencing you. I'm going to be wiping your memory.
Oh God.
Oh, Bertrand, I won't tell nobody, I promise.
And he immediately grabs you by like your shoulder and starts pushing you back inside.
I'm gonna try to dodge him and run.
Alright, he gives chase.
Oh god.
She's like, Richard, I'm sorry! Please don't! She starts running.
If you were sorry, you would stop trying to flee and let me wipe your memory.
Don't tell anybody, I promise!
Your promises are one of the worst kept secrets in the world.
I haven't broken anyone yet! And I have the commission, I'm finished!
He just keeps chasing her and says, "Oh, sure. Why don't you slow down and we'll talk all about it."
Good.
Nice.
I'm gonna keep dodging as long as I can.
Yeah, and he's gonna keep following as long as he can. And because you're both rogues,
Yep.
he's not going to.
Somebody else. Yeah, you want to go somebody else for a bit? It's gonna be a while.
So
I
much
think
to
I'm leaving
actually.
through the streets and like trying to stick to the shadows as possible, but there's gonna be glimpses now and then.
Anyway, so what's everyone else? What's next?
Alright. Cicada want to do something too, right? Or is that what Jezebel is doing for her? Mhm.
I'm currently waiting for Charlotte
Oh.
because I want to talk to her.
Clora's
Well, Char-
assisting Charlotte.
Charlotte will kick out Cora from the shed eventually.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for the help, Clara. We got Shiva mostly prepared now. We just need to add in a few magic aspects to it.
Okay.
Is there anything else you can help? You need from me?
Not that I think. They didn't really need anything from you. I was just helping you because I'm sorry about. Yeah. I didn't know Shiva was there.
That's fine. I'm sure she'll understand. Though, if she does attack you, then I am not responsible for any damages.
Ah.
Alright, thanks, bye. Close this door.
Clara, thanks for it. And she doesn't really have anything to do, so she's gonna head to the bar to do some performing.
As Clara walks by, Cicada is currently waiting outside, just watching the fish in the pond, and she's notices Charlotte's insistence on making sure Clara leaves. It's like, she seems busy today. I'm talking to Clara.
Clara says, well, yeah, I did accidentally break Shiva. Hopefully Shiva won't hold it against me too much.
Sure, she'll forgive you.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I was hoping I'd be able to talk to her. Do you know when she'd be able to come back outside? Probably at dusk.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just going to be waiting here then. I'm going to be making more of these posters.
Okay. I think she's mostly working alone since she grounded her girlfriend
Oh,
for
right,
something. Yeah. I don't know what happened though.
Huh. Okay.
Anywho, guess I'm going to go to the tavern to perform since I don't really have anything else to do.
Alrighty.
And then Clara heads into the city.
Okay.
And I'm just going to roll a random perception check to see if she notices any certain chases.
Wee!
Wee!
Nope.
Well, not really a wee. It's more so it's like another. I'm sorry. As she runs by.
Oh, she actually saying that out loud?
She's yelling at Bertrand, so yeah. We probably don't see her. You just hear the "I'm sorry" in the distance, and you're like, "What was that?"
What's that?
Ooh, damn.
Chloe looks around and like heads slightly in the, she starts heading in the direction of the yelling.
We're already gone.
Do more chase sequences. Scooby-Doo style. And now we have Ryu and Korax. What are they doing?
I guess if Ryu would be anywhere, I guess if Ryu would be anywhere, he'd be at the Temple Plaza, uh, over the thinking over what he's planning, what he's going to do once this is all over. Since we're seeing as how we're nearing the end.
Oh, jeez.
And Korax is gonna see if Mercy set up shop up in the city at all.
You guys have a key that allows you to enter Mercy's stop at any time you want.
Yeah, you can always ask me to borrow the key.
He does have have a storefront, but I'm just saying, you guys can have it at any time. You don't need to wait for a city.
I admit I completely forgot about that. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna visit Mercy.
Alright. Here you go. Make sure to bring it back to me when you're done. Unless you're going to the storefront.
And
Alright, so you enter the store and Mercy greets you. Hello! Welcome to Mercy's Great Emporium is here for you. How can I help you?
Okay, out of character. Remind me, have we yet been paid for the
No.
have we,
You guys haven't. You guys haven't gone back to the quest giver yet, so no, you haven't been paid for that.
damn. All right. So, Korax is gonna pick up is good. X is gonna take a look at the amulet of health on display. So you still haven't found a buyer for this?
Not yet, no. Would you like it?
Remind me, what is my discount? My membership discount?
I don't.
Are you a member? I don't believe you took the membership, no. Because then you would have been given a key.
Oh, right.
You can sign up for the membership.
What is the discount?
Give me a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, it's under. I'm just trying to remember where I put Mercy's store. Handouts.
It should be in build. It's in buildings.
Yeah.
One.
There it is. If you pay 50 gold to sign up for our membership, then on all future visits get a 10% discount on all purchases.
Okay, I'll take the membership. Here's 50 gold, and
Sure.
I think I'll take the amulet as well.
Alright. So the amulet of healing is the amulet of health, 2,500. So I believe that's minus 250.
Yeah, so 2. Yeah, I can afford that.
100 plus 250.
Be like,
So it's plus your 50 gold, so that's 2,300 in total.
And so it is. It is, and I can just afford that.
Remember that this requires attunement. I'm pretty sure.
So it does.
Just beware.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then pay that and it's all yours.
I will take it.
He takes it out of the glass cabinet and hands it to you.
Right. Okay, Corax puts it away. One other thing. After the purchase I just made, I might not be able to. I don't know. If I'll be able to afford it today. But do you do repairs?
Oh yes, we can repair any magical item.
Pull out the snapped in half shards of Harlequin.
So, it'll be 10 to repair it. It'll be 10% of what it's worth.
Let's see.
So, what rarity is Harlequin?
I'm not sure. I'm not.
What's Harlequin's proper name? What's its magical item name?
Flame tongue, but which I remember being on here, but it's not on here anymore.
I have changed the items, so it's the flame tongue. So
yeah, and I remember he was selling it for like 300 or something.
So it's a rare item.
Yeah, like he was selling it for well below its usual price. I remember that much.
Right. So I'd say probably cost around. Yeah, we'll say 200 gold to get it repaired.
And yeah, I have less than that at the moment now.
You can always borrow someone else's money and pay him back. Either way.
Yeah, well, I'll sort that out later.
Alright. Anything else you do?
Not at the moment. I'm gonna head back to wherever we're staying and start attuning to the amulet.
Sure thing.
and now it's Charlotte.
Charlotte looks over to the pouting bat.
It is very cute.
Right, she.
You get no response.
You're allowed to talk to me if it makes you feel better.
Raichi immediately leaves platform and says, "Great, because I am rather miffed at you. You know I'm not your pet, right? I can speak if I want to, and that you don't command me. I command myself. So it's rather rude for you to say that I am grounded for one, or that I can't talk for one."
The second bit, I had a reason, and it was just the best way to do it during the time. The first reason, you were correct, and I'm sorry.
I forgive you. She smiles.
Okay, well, it's easy enough. Do not speak
Right.
of the what's down there. That's. I was gonna say that, but Flora was in the room, so.
Sure, I don't mind.
All right. And also, why the heck did you not say anything sooner?
I forgot he was down there.
How did you not notice that? He just broke into my lab.
I saw him, but he said he had business with you and that he was just heading down there to wait for you to return.
Quick question.
And then I forgot he was down there.
We are speaking very loudly and aggressively, yes.
Cicada would hear mumbles outside. Nothing concrete. Yep, pretty much.
Alright. Well, Raichi, do you have a list of what you would need for the chassis in your head, at least?
The chassis for Shiva?
No, for the other project. The Soul project.
Oh, right. I think this is correct.
Okay. We'll go and try and buy that, and also see if we can't find the materials for the actual core to host the souls. I believe we'll need some magical puns for that.
So
I'm gonna go check the city.
I love magical puns. Let's go. Daytime, DATE.
Yes, we will go and have a good night in the city.
It is so you that your your idea of a romantic date is ordering parts.
No, I
It is.
plan to take you out. We're going. No, I actually have something planned for you. It's not work related.
She snickers and says, "Really now? Well, I'd like to see this then."
No, you'll just have to wait for that one. But for now, before the shop do close, we have to get the parts first.
Aye, Captain.
All right. Charlotte 2 steps out when she notices dust, and it's okay for Raichi not to leave without being burnt alive.
Archie steps out and then goes, "Ah, ah." Just kidding.
Charlotte just gives like an annoyed glare.
She grins.
Charlotte.
Oh, hey, Cicada.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were still busy or not, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about. I'm sure it could wait.
Well, we can talk when we go. I gotta go. I have to head in the city to gather parts.
Oh, you don't mind if I come with you?
No, not at all. You can go ahead and go down with us to gather parts at least.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. Raichi pulls out a knife.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, about that.
She then sees that you've seen it and then just snickers and puts it away and says, "It's a joke, don't worry."
Huh? What? What's a joke?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
about that whole bargain we had.
Bargain? Oh,
With,
the
you
gold.
know, the secret.
You know, the blood donor.
God,
Right.
Raichi.
Oh, right. I almost completely forgot about it. Are you willing to pay up again? Raichi gets hungry sometimes.
Raichi licks her lips.
Can't listen. I can't keep this up anymore, okay?
Oh, that's completely fine. But you know, we're going to have to uphold our end of the deal, where we have to say the thing if you don't.
At this point, I don't even care anymore.
That's honestly fine. I didn't care to begin with.
Eh,
Yeah. It was just more convenient.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. At this point, I can't. I can deal with the embarrassment.
Uh-huh.
There's
You should.
Raichu just laughs and says, "Sure you can. That's the spirit." And then looks to Sheldon and says, "Well, let's go tell the biggest blabbermouth in your group."
oh,
All right, Clara. We'll find her a little bit later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go onwards.
What?
And they're gone.
I am immediately going to regret this.
Oh yes, you definitely are.
But at this point, it's been long enough, and I don't think anyone else will care. So,
So, Clara, you're interrupted mid chase of Jezebel as Raichu calls out and says, "Clara,
Oh,
Cricket thinks of Cicada as his daughter."
Clara goes, really? With little sparkly eyes. He's like, oh, that's so cute.
I know! It's so cute, isn't it? Make sure to tell Jezebel.
Oh, okay, I will do that. She seems to be running from someone for some reason.
They've already walked away.
Charlotte's legitimately being like dragged.
Come on, Charlotte, we've got to get your parts. The shops are about to close.
My legs don't move that fast.
I'll carry you then. She lifts you up and carries you on her head. You know, piggyback ride.
I didn't realize vampires were this strong.
They do normally get supernatural strength to a degree.
Hmm. But that was one thing I wanted to have addressed. There was another thing that's a bit more serious.
Oh, fair enough.
Go for it.
Yeah, now that I'm refreshed and clear of mind for the most part,
Yes.
you said that you let go of the Mad Hopper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta be honest, I didn't really agree with it.
Well, that's fine. It's fine you don't agree with it.
I just wanted to know why you decided to let him go when he did so many terrible things.
There's a lot of factors, Cicada, where the end result isn't always the end of the person's intentions. That's why.
Mm.
I've been in battlefields where the damages has scarred and ruined lands before. Granted, I wasn't the sole reason for it, but I did take part into it. I have also killed villages before too, to a degree, where I had to defend myself in my own eyes, but I have also taken lives. You yourself had to kill just to stay alive, have you not? So how is that any different? Considering
Well,
that
there
most of his
is
patients are dead.
there is a difference between war and war crime.
What crime has he been committed?
Several mortal life violations.
Cicada? It's hard to explain it this way then. I felt like what he has done, I would have done the same if it was him gave me knowledge. And that's why.
But as
It
far
was.
as I know, you haven't done these sorts of things.
You're right. I haven't.
Like you said, you were defending yourself, defending your home. That's different.
What he has done to those creations of his during those times. So, just how I see it and what he did. While he didn't have, we don't know his full motive or reasoning behind it other than to gain knowledge. As long as he didn't make
Knowledge
them
can,
suffer, but that's all I care about.
knowledge can be a very dangerous thing sometimes.
It can be, but it also is the way to progress in life. Did you know that there's an island full of my people there, and they are so far advanced that what his home area, where that lab was, is based everywhere, from my knowledge. It's because they progressed in life, because they pushed forward. They did things that people in this area might not agree with, just as you don't agree with my decision letting him go.
I still think he should have at least served time for what he did.
Who was going to arrest him? Long Jock? They're a very long, like, took us 2 days off of a very fast vehicle, like, transportation to get here. So who would do it? That's the closest law enforcement that we have. He was in an isolated mountains doing what he had to do. There's no settlement near those mountains. The reports why the gold was so low was probably because past buyers who traveled for those mountains actually saw what the creations did when they left the lab. In a way, it could have been a lot worse if we had the same intentions.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. Had he chosen a different location, let's say I think there's a ruins actually nearby Lungdrug. Had he chosen to set up like operations there and he was able to do so without being disturbed fully, he probably could have done a lot more damage.
Could have. And that's what I'm worried about. He could still do that.
Well, if he ever does, then I'll stop him.
Hmm.
I do agree a punishment should be delivered for a crime, but every crime has a different level of punishment. And my punishment for him was he lost all the progress he made.
Hmm.
What I saw in there, none of us even understood how to operate. I assume it takes a long while to even make. He'll be spending most of his life just making up what he just lost.
I still think it wasn't enough. I don't
What
think he's going to properly learn his lesson.
What would you like to have done then? Within a
Send
reasonable
him to
level.
prison. Get
Where?
psychiatric help.
Who? Cicada, where? I don't. Cicada.
How would Cicada even?
There was.
How?
It's in the
Sorry.
mountains. It's in the mountains. There's no nearby settlement to arrest him for this.
All I wanted to say was, how would Cicada even know what that word means?
Right. Mental help.
That's just my opinion of this cicada. While over there in the wildlands, which is basically where he was at, there are no sets of laws, rules to a degree. It's just morals. That's what's driving you to your decision. Is you feel it's morally wrong what he did. So you decide that you want to punish him. He didn't break any laws of the area because there are no laws to break over there. It's not the Elf City. It's not Lundruk. There's no town nearby it either, technically. You know, every traveling area, they have a chance for an ambush of bandits, and I even heard stories of bandits doing a lot worse to people as well, probably on the same scale as him, in different ways if they were to get the upper hand. That's how the world works.
Hmm.
If a group of bandits have set up claim in those mountains and that's their territory, you go up there with your force and you have lost against those bandits. They will first take everything you own, and then they'll take your life if you're lucky. That's my point. It's your choice what you do with your actions, not theirs.
I just still feel rather conflicted about this.
I understand. And that's why we have to disagree on it.
Mhm.
It's okay to be not to understand my motives as I don't understand yours. But that's why we're two different people. Not as a bad thing, but as a good thing. If you want to counsel, you can. But out in those wildlands, there's really no need to bring counsel. Only actions dictate what happens there.
Hmm.
Until society forms an area around that area to claim, maybe one day there'll be a mountain city which does have a law-abiding government, and then my entire reasoning behind it would be shifted. But as of right now, that's not the case. It's just mountains over there.
Well, in any case, I really do hope that you would hold up to your promise.
No, I
That
will.
if he does something terrible again, and it starts gaining traction.
When I catch wind of him doing acts of immoral that I deem truly evil and immoral, as in medicine or not beneficial to the environment in any way, then I will kill him myself. If that makes you feel better.
Right. Thank you.
It's alright.
Yeah, I know this is really hard for me to talk about. Eh,
Just note that science does have to go immoral to do it better for the group. For example, while his research might be immoral to your eyes, there's also a way to turn it around and gain knowledge and information from it. Let's say that throughout his attempts, he has found a good way to regenerate injuries and such. That's a boon, not a bane. It's what you do with the knowledge is how it ends up.
but he chose to hurt all of those people.
As far as we know, they were dead before they were into another being. Souls live on after life. That's all I know.
Hmm.
And I learned something very useful from him that my abilities is a racial thing.
And I get that. I just hope that you don't turn out like him
Do you
and
think I
start
will?
hurting people with that knowledge.
What do you think will happen to me?
What I personally think,
Of course.
I think you have the potential to use your powers for good. we're all going to end up making a lot of tough choices. I get that, but even if we disagree on some things, I'm really hoping we can find a way to stand together and actually make some positive change to the world. Without
Positive change.
without like breaking our own morals, preferably.
No, breaking your own trust and morals is something I already lost, but my intent is always going to be for the greater of the area. That's basically what I'm trying to do. Even if it's for my own selfish viewpoint, I want to model what I have and see what it does for the world.
Hey.
My grandmother made the entire artificer down here. Invented a new style of magic, and hopefully I want to do something similar, or at least on the same scale. That's my goal.
And
Well, I gotta go gather some metals, so.
okay, good talk.
I'm sorry you lessened me for the actions, but I hope you forgive me for them.
Charlotte, I just want you to know that you're still my friend, okay?
I assumed I was always your friend,
Hmm.
but I understand.
I just wanted to remind you of that.
I never had a doubt on that.
Okay. Yeah, that's about it. That's it for the
Alright.
bit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna Charlotte's gonna try and gather the metals, and I know we agreed on like something special for the core, right? Because Charlotte tried to make that earlier.
I said, the core needed to be made from special magical material that is very expensive.
Yes.
I can't remember the exact name I gave it, but I think it was 500 gold that I said it would be.
You didn't give me a price amount, but you did mention it was magical residue.
Yes, magical residue, that's what I said. You need to get magical residue, which can only be gotten off magical items.
Right, so I'm gonna go buy some magical items. I'm gonna get the metal for the chassis first.
Either way, I will get that to you by next week, because I'll write out the list for you, because I actually didn't write out the list.
It's fine.
Ta-da!
Yeah, it's okay.
I forgot to do it. I'm sorry. I'll do it by next week.
I gotcha. Just
Which
know
I
that is
suppose
the
is
goal.
exactly why you wanted that 1,000 gold pieces.
No, Charlotte needed it for a lot of things. That is
Yeah.
one of the biggest things. Yeah, I got other plans.
So yeah, I'll get that to you. I'll probably do it right after the game, so I should have it to you by tonight, and then you can work out what money you need and all that.
Okay.
But we will.
Okay.
See you, Ninja.
Hey.
I have to work in the morning, so yeah, I need to go soon.
Oh,
Well,
maybe
we're
it's
about.
only one last Clara.
Well,
Clara finally catches up to Jezebel before you go.
Just
What-
do that next week.
well, we can wrap up if you wait for just a small moment.
Yeah.
All right. So Neku, we'll do the date next session then. But I am acknowledging that you have said you're getting those materials. Okay?
Okay.
Just because I'll write that list out and then you can work out what you still need and all that.
All right.
So, Ninja, how many points of exhaustion do you run for?
I'm about to
I
say
imagine-
Jizzle's getting pretty tired right now, so.
Yeah, at +2 exhaustion, your speed is halved. At +3, you have disadvantage on pretty much everything. At
I don't
4,
know.
your hit point is max. At 5, you can no longer move.
And
That
at
is-
6, you die.
Anyway,
I guess I have 3. I don't know.
so you notice he suddenly, after about a point of exhaustion, you notice he suddenly leaves you alone.
Just was kind of like pause for a second, she, like panting, and she goes, "Get up."
You hear a voice call out and say, "No, I'm just going to get the Rogues Guild to capture you."
She just gives an exit. She goes, "Come on, Bertrand. I won't say a thing. I promise."
No, you won't say a thing because I'm going to wipe those memories.
She just
I'll be
pulls her
back.
head back.
I'll be back. And you feel his presence going away.
And then I imagine Clara shows up, finally catching up to you.
I'm sorry, but curiosity kills the cat.
Laura goes, she's like, oh, why are you running away?
She kind of like leans forward with her hands on her hips to try to catch her breath. She goes, "I found a secret I should never have seen. For once in my life."
Speaking of secrets.
So,
Okay.
is there any final things anyone wants to do before we wrap this session up?
Nothing I can think of.
You're not gonna
Alright.
tell her?
All right. I forgot.
Oh yeah, we should end with that.
Oh, Jezebel, by the way, did you know the cricket considers Cicada his daughter?
Isabel's kind of breathing hard, and then she like turns her head, slouched forward to her. She goes, "Excuse me?"
Yeah, apparently, apparently, cricket considers Cicada his daughter.
Huh. That is kind of sweet. Who told you this?
Right.
Right, G.
Right, she told you? Just
All
was
I
kind of
know.
starting to piece together a little bit, and then she clicks her tongue. Okay, I think I see now. One thing at a time. She says as she leans back and like wipes her forehead while pulling down her hood. Might have a bounty on my head after this. After today. So, one thing at a time.
Okay.
Alright. And with that, we will wrap this session up. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Goodbye.
Later.
Blah.